Tuesday. It's very late on Tuesday. I'm very sorry about that. These things happen. Once I start having a Sunday, I'll probably start recording these on Sunday. Beanie Baby of the day is Derby. He's a horse. So today, as Aaron said, we are talking about playlists and the sort of things that we like to listen to while we are writing. So I have a variety of things I like to listen to. It's probably different from Aaron. I don't have as much musical score type stuff. I think the only two musicals, like the only full scores of musicals I have on my computer at all are Brooklyn.
Once upon a time, I believed in miracles.
And Wicked.
Tell them how I am defying gravity.
I do want to say something before I start, though. Don't download music illegally. Like, seriously, don't. Don't go to the library and copy CDs that you rent out of there. Don't borrow friends' CDs and copy that. Don't rip music off any programs you can get off the internet that you can, download music illegally. Just don't do it. It is stealing. I mean, people work very hard for, to make the music. And you can be all, oh, they're making, hundreds of dollars. Well, yeah, it's because people are paying to listen to it. And besides, if you really like the music, you might as well pay for it. So don't download music illegally, don't copy music, and we'll be good. The kind of music I like to listen to while I am writing, it varies. It depends on what I'm writing. It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't even like to have music at all. Sometimes I really need to think about what I'm writing, so I just have silence. The media player that I have is called VLC Media Player. You may have seen it before, you may recognize it. It is free. You can download it free, and it basically plays just about anything. It's really great. I like it because it's simple, so it doesn't take up a lot of memory on my computer, and my computer has gotten to the point where it can't even handle iTunes Store because it just doesn't have the capacity for it. But I like this one because it lets me manage my playlists. So I have a lot of playlists. I don't know. I change them a lot. Like, did I have character lists? I didn't have any character lists. I guess I don't do character lists either. I do more lists, just how I'm feeling at the time or what I want to listen to or what kind of mood I want to put myself in. Because, you can sort of determine what mood you're in based on what you're listening to. So if I have a certain mood I want to do, I want to get myself in, I will put up the right music for it. This is probably really far away now because I didn't adjust that. So I have a huge playlist list on iTunes as well. The kind of things I listen to: techno, a lot of anime techno, but also just like, regular techno. I like trance music a lot. I like a lot of pop. I love rock. I like alternative a lot of Japanese music, a lot of music in Japanese, which is really useful if I just sort of want to have a sound in the background but not necessarily words. I think that's why I can't really listen to anything from a movie. Like, I can't listen to soundtracks. I can't listen to anything that is a musical, like musical music, because there's a story in it. With the musical, there's like, story in the words, and then in the soundtracks to movies, I see the movie in my mind. When I hear the soundtrack to Princess Mononoke, which is like my all-time favorite soundtrack, I don't hear, I hear the music, but I also like see the movie in my mind, and I can kind of tell you what lines are being said at the time, because I sort of have it memorized, and I can't write when I'm seeing a movie in my head. So I stay away mostly from theater type music and anything that was like a soundtrack for a movie. But I'll listen to just about anything, just because some people don't like a certain artist or a certain group or a certain singer is from the Disney Channel and is like a teen idol. If I found a Jonas Brothers song that I really liked and just hit me right here and worked for me for a story, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't listen to that, it's the Jonas Brothers, because that's just stupid. If you like the music, you should listen to the music. One of my favorite songs is by Selena Gomez, who is like the star of Wizards of Waverly Place, and one of the the teen idols of Disney. And I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna listen to that song just because of that. So I guess I got Disney stars, I got the pop idols, I have a lot of music from the 90s, 90s child, rock on. That was probably the 80s, but whatever. Let's see, I have Within Temptation, a little Madonna. See, there's Good Charlotte, Stevie Wonder, a little bit of Avril, The Killers. I like The Killers. I have a little bit of Eminem. I think he's the only rap artist I can listen to. Generally, I can't listen to rap. Okay, every rap song ever. I'm in the club. All the shawties are here. The hotties are moving their hips. They want to go home with me because I got money in the bank and I'ma buy them a drink. That's every rap song ever, and it kind of gets on my nerves. I think, to summarize, the sort of music I listen to is just whatever's going to put me in the mood. So if it's something really gritty, or it's like a hardcore scene or something, like I'm feeling that right now, I will put on that kind of music. If I'm thinking, I put the music on that I think is going to take me where I want to go. And sometimes I'll put on music that I'm not feeling at the moment, but it's where I want to be, so I'll put that in. I don't necessarily have playlists labeled by character or story. I have them labeled more by emotion. So I have one labeled amusement, I have dance mix, burnt sugar, free list. I should go more into this. Music is sort of a mood setter. I think the reason music is so important to a lot of writers is because it's a way of zoning out. I think it's a vehicle for creating sort of a bubble around yourself. So you are blocking out a lot of other things. You're creating like this own sort of inner world, its own soundtrack, so you don't necessarily have to think about the other stuff going on. If you have the music just sort of on the fringes of your awareness, for me it feels like the music is just eating up anything else that could be popping into my zone and sort of messing with me, thinking about things that went through my day, thinking about what I have to do tomorrow, thinking about what I haven't done, thinking about what I'm worried about. When I have the music on and I'm in a zone, writing, I'm thinking about the writing, in front of me. I'm thinking in my head about what's going on and what's going to go on the page, all those little wheels turning. And then in my ears, depending on how late it is and, who's home and who I'm going to disturb with my music, I'll either have my earbuds in, little pink earbuds, or I will just play the music, through the speakers, depending on whether it's like surround sound or just like directly into my head, putting me in a zone. But that's a good way to sort of block out the world and engage all your senses, like, you're touching something, you're seeing something, you're thinking of something, you're hearing something, I don't know, maybe got a candle going. Sometimes I got tea with me, so I'll be like smelling something, tasting something. You're very engaged in what you do, and I think music is a good way to engage one of your senses to let you zone out, or rather zone into what you're doing. Because I think, at least for me, I do my best writing when I'm somewhere where I don't have to worry about anything else. When I'm writing just to put out on the page what's in my head, and to speak just from me and not necessarily what I think somebody else or some audience wants to hear, I think that's when I do my best writing. Because as Stephen King said, for the first draft, just tell the story. You're not there to impress anybody. You're not there to write for anybody but yourself. The first draft is for you. Second draft can be for your perfect reader. Third draft can be for your audience, but that initial draft is all for you. Write what's true to you. Get in your zone. Engage your senses in the most you way possible. Get in there and do your thing, and don't worry about anything else. And I am still kind of working on that, but I have reached those moments where I'm just sort of writing for me, so I do know it's possible, and music is just a part of getting to that place. So, waxing philosophy done. Derby says goodbye to you. We will see you next time, next Tuesday. Maybe even on Tuesday. don't count on it. It's holiday season. It's really busy. But I hope you had a little good time listening to some of my music and, you know, hearing sort of my thoughts on music. So this is Caitlin signing off for Tuesday. I'll see you guys next week. See you, Jesse, later today. Probably a lot later. And I hope you guys have a great week. Get some Christmas shopping done. And be very careful out there. It's getting very cold, very slippery, very icy. So drive safe, walk safe, and watch out for the crazies. I'll talk to you later. Bye!